Hello everybody, this is Richard coming to you from the Terraform Homestead. For those of you who are new to our channel, we are a non-profit based out of the Sonoran Desert teaching natural building, sustainable living, and basically just teaching people how to live a simpler, healthier life. This week we are coming to you with another episode of our Hyperadobe build. I am so glad we are finally getting our loft done. This has been a beast of a project, trying to get things level and square on a round building that is unlevel, that is blobby, with all kinds of used materials that are not necessarily straight. Be sure to stick around to the end to see what we are getting up to. Thank you guys for watching. Let's get into this.
Every life accounted for. Grow your garden, find your tribe. Let your heart's burning side move your body towards the light.
Good morning everybody, we're back out here at another day of the Hyperadobe build, and I never thought I would say this, but I'm so excited to get back on Bagwork. It's been almost a month since we've actually gotten vertical growth on this building. We've been doing a lot. We got the rock work down, we got the loft in. That was a bigger project than I ever expected it to be, but just getting back to not having to think a lot and being able to just put dirt in bags all day. It's gonna be a good day. Got some great weather out today. Very excited. We're gonna get moving. You can see we're working on Bagwork. There's a lot of really weird little corners and stuff in here, so we're just kind of filling it in the best we can. And then we're gonna continue this across until we get even with our header boards or our beams, and then be able to get our roof decking on, or loft decking, sorry. This is our first course going higher that we've done probably about a month, so it's good to see this going up again. We're working on this run, so I think we're just gonna go back and forth on that until we get level, and then hopefully get our decking in either today or tomorrow. We've got our super weird little cleats going in. Perfect. Good morning everybody. I want to give you guys an update on what we did yesterday. We got 2 courses done on this one, and then 1 course the rest of the way around. We're having to fill in these gaps in between our rafters and such. We're getting our first bags up on our deck. Deck was a nightmare to build, but it's all nice and flat mostly, and now we're continuing upwards. I make them do that. They swear they're here on their own free will. Don't dump it on the tape measure. All the gravel that's left over from sifting goes into our driveways. All of our big rocks go into the side. All of our dirt goes to the mixer. Very exciting stuff's going in right now. For pretty soon, we're getting our header beams in for our door threshold. We just have 1 more bag to finish up over here. We're getting a cleat in, and then we'll be able to get these railroad tie headers in. Good morning everybody, we're out here on another day of the Hyperadobe build. As you can see behind me, we got a lot of work done over these last couple days. Haven't been filming a ton, but really excited because we got our door header in, as you can see, and started getting our first layers of bags on top of that. Coming up, you can see we're 3 courses high above the deck. The deck is mostly in, we still got to throw a few screws in there, but pretty solid, which I'm happy about. We got our last header board in for that window, and then pretty soon we're gonna be putting some more windows up in here. So what I was trying to do was drill holes and then drive these rebar spikes into the railroad ties below. We got 2 holes drilled, and then this one has just been a nightmare. So you can see the first one I got here ended up splitting my board here. The second one, we got a drill bit stuck in because I was using a shorter one, like a standard paddle bit, and then like 4 extension things. So we lost paddle bit and 2 extensions in here. Went to Home Depot, got a 15-inch bit. This one's stuck, and so I ended up driving this into the beam below, and we're basically using this as the nail. We do have cleats on each end. We've got 3 nails in, and then this is getting a ton of bagwork on top of it. So I'm really not worried about it. It feels rock solid. We are getting very, very high. I don't know exactly what we're at, but starting to get a little vertigo-y. How do you feel, Harry? We're gonna start playing with some stuff, doing some decorative kind of things over the door to really make this threshold impactful. Very excited to keep moving. We're getting to the point where we are 9 feet up in the air and only have a couple more feet to go before the roof gets in. So without any more delay, we are going to get finishing on bags. Got our headers in for the window frame here, and an important note, we did find a product to actually seal these railroad ties to make them non-toxic, which is really great. One thing that I did not know, put these frames in, was that these frames have creosote in them, which is really bad for interior usage. But as you can see, we've got thousands and thousands of pounds of bags locking these into place. So we are past the point of no return as far as getting these out. So we're just gonna make the best of it. Found a product, it's very, very expensive, and we will not be using railroad ties in the future, but we're fairly committed at this point. So I'm gonna make the best of it. Did finish up about the deck here. Got all that in, we just need to finish kind of locking it into place. As you can see, we are 3 courses up on the loft here. Fairly soon we'll be switching to 16-inch bags because they're cheaper, less dirt, quicker to get up. We are wrapping up the build day today. We got another course and a half done. Got some cool things going in right now. So got this weird bucket up here. That's eventually going to be some bottle art. Basically, we'll do the bucket over it, or the bags over the bucket, and then pull the bucket out as a form. Fill that with bottles in a cool pattern right over our door frame here. And we got in a few cleats for our electrical outlets. So we're gonna have an outlet over here, and then a light switch for the fan and lights and all that fun stuff over here. Another box over here. What we're working on right now is getting 3 more windows in. And so we're getting the frames. I got those all burnt up. We're finishing out, sealing them. We're getting our first coat of linseed oil on them. Need to get 4 or 5 coats on them before we actually build the frames, get them in place. But that's the project for tomorrow. So we're starting on course number 28, and we have an exciting development on this course. We have switched from 18-inch bags to 16-inch bags. A couple different reasons. One, we don't really need the 18-inch bags. It was helpful here at the base to give us a wide enough foundation to go as high as we're gonna go. Kind of realizing, you know, 16 works just fine. We've kind of done this at a spot where it'll almost make just a little shelf all the way around in the loft, which will be kind of cool. Those bags are also cheaper, about 50 bucks a roll cheaper than the 18-inch bags. So what we're gonna do for the main house is do 18-inch bags underground, 16-inch bags above ground. This is gonna be great because it should, in theory, go quicker. It's less dirt, cheaper bags, and we've only got 5 feet or so to go, so we're just gonna top that off with 16. Thank you guys so much for watching. Our walls are getting so close to being done. It is super exciting. Soon we'll be getting the roof on this thing. It will be a proper structure, proper place where we can be inside. I am so excited to see how this finally comes together after so many weeks of putting dirt in bags. Be sure to subscribe. We have another episode coming out for you next Sunday. Thank you guys for watching. Go build something cool.